Good evening, and thank you for joining us for 13 News at 10. I'm Carrie Larsen. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump ended one of the toughest weeks of his campaign in New Hampshire. A day after mending fences with key Republican leaders, Trump railed against rival Hillary Clinton at a rally in Windham. Wendy Gillette has the latest from New York. Clinton and running mate Tim Kaine are off the campaign trail this weekend. Clinton will hold her next event Monday in the battleground state of Florida. 13 people are dead after a bar fire in France released toxic fumes. The fire is all the more tragic when you consider how it began. Fire officials say a person was walking down the stairs to the basement of the bar carrying a lit birthday cake when they lost their footing and stumbled. The cake went flying, and those candles ignited the flammable soundproofing foam that lined the wall. It happened early this morning, and firefighters were unable to get to the scene in time. They say all 13 people died not from the flames, but from the toxic fumes released from the soundproofing foam. They were between the ages of 16 and 25. Tearful mourners gathered outside where they hugged each other and dropped off flowers. After a case of the Zika virus was contracted by mosquitoes in Florida, officials are doing everything they can to stop the spread. Insecticide rained down on Miami's Zika zone. The spraying continued this morning by air and by land, targeting mosquitoes that cause the virus, which has been linked to birth defects. Another concern is tourism, Florida's biggest industry. Visitors spent about $89 billion in the state last year. Governor Rick Scott took to the podium this morning to do some damage control. He says mosquito control crews in Miami-Dade County have been effective, but a travel advisory warning pregnant women not to visit the area remains in effect. Now that the games are underway, security around Rio de Janeiro is expected to get even tighter around the sporting venues. But as Jamie Yukas found out, even with police on every corner, there are still some flaws in the system. While no problems have been reported so far, the U.S. State Department is warning travelers of a high risk for thefts, armed robbery, credit card, and ATM scams. The Boys and Girls Club of Topeka held their #1 fundraiser downtown tonight. Harley Party 2016 helps fund all of the Boys and Girls Club's after-school and summer programs. The club teams coordinated Doug Danger's Jump with Topeka Harley-Davidson. The crowd also enjoyed some music by Knucklehead Jones. At the end of the night, the Boys and Girls Club will raffle off the Harley-Davidson motorcycle, and organizers say this event is essential to their services.
Without this, we can't support all the programs, our after-school programs and the summer program for, all of the kids that we have at our Adams location and also out at Seaman. And we're starting 2 locations in Shawnee Heights as well. So this is a major way that we can help fund all of the different things we do for the club.
And in the middle of the Harley Party, Daredevil Doug Danger conquered an amazing feat right in front of the State House. Wow, check that out. He soared over 15 police cars, a distance of about 120 feet along 9th Street in front of the Capitol building. The jump was filmed with a multitude of small cameras to later become a virtual reality experience for Topeka's Harley-Davidson dealership.
You'll get to experience what Doug's experiencing tonight on this beautiful night right here in downtown Topeka. So when we did this footage, we thought we need to do it in Topeka. So we jumped in with the Boys and Girls Club, and they said that they would be happy to have us. And so all the people that come tonight, they're going to be extras in our film footage. So we're excited.
What a great event. And when all of the video is completed, visitors will be able to watch it by wearing virtual reality goggles while they sit on a Harley motorcycle. 76 different Shawnee County neighborhoods took part in National Night Out today, an initiative that aims to make communities safer. 13's Daniela Leon went to High Crest Night Out Against Crime event and is back in the studio tonight to tell us how activities like this help their community. Daniela. Thank you, Daniela. It was a bittersweet day for the Kansas Army National Guard. Friends and family gathered at the Museum of the Kansas National Guard to celebrate the change of commands between Brigadier General Robert Wyndham and Brigadier General Anthony Mohat. After more than 2 years of being in command, Wyndham is retiring. He said he had mixed emotions today, but feels honored to have had the opportunity to serve. Wyndham became Assistant Adjutant General in Army in July 2014, and before that he was Assistant Division Commander of the 35th Infantry Division. A Mayetta woman celebrated her birthday today, but this wasn't just any birthday. Julia Cavins turned 106 years old today. She had a little party to celebrate at Our Lady of Snows Church in Mayetta. Julia was born in 1910, and she says it's been a happy and very interesting life. The birthday girl was surrounded by friends and family for this special day. And a very interesting fact about her, she is one of the oldest American Indians in the United States.
Well, it's a great occasion, I guess. But not very. I think I'm the oldest Potawatomi from way back. We had a neighbor, they lived to be 104, and he died while I was in the service. And that's the oldest one. Then one in Topeka, she lived to be 102.
So happy to feature her on the news tonight, and Julia was presented the Quilt of Valor for her service. It started in 2014 as a community event to help homeless children in Manhattan. The Everybody Counts event is a one-stop shop for community families to learn about social service agencies in the Little Apple and the services that they provide. Over 40 community organizations were available with information from school enrollment to local medical agencies helping with health-related needs such as adjusting eyeglasses. The harvesters were on hand to give away fresh produce, and the families in transition closet assisted by giving away free clothes. Everybody Counts reps estimate over 300 people attended the fair today. Well, we've had a beautiful day around Northeast Kansas so far, but Ian Cassette says rain is on the way. When should we expect those storm clouds to roll in, Ian? All right, thanks for that, Ian. Well, it's almost the first day of school. Many area children are getting ready with new clothes and backpacks, and today they were treated to fresh new haircuts. That story is coming up right after the break.